Hi and welcome. My name is Mr. Velekonsini Matsebula. I am a lecturer at the University of Western Cape Department of Economics. In this video, we would like to welcome you to our department, as well as to give you a brief overview of what to expect should you choose to pursue a degree in economics with us. In doing so, we're going to look at 4 factors. Number 1, we're going to look at what economics is. And number 2, we're going to look at what should you expect should you choose to do a degree in economics with us. Number 3, we're going to look at why must you choose a degree in economics. And lastly, we'll look at the different career opportunities that will be available to you once you have your degree in economics. Our first task is to define economics as a discipline. The general idea of defining economics is centered around scarcity, choice, and limited resource allocation. So the idea is that because wants are unlimited, while the means available to satisfy those wants are actually limited. This refers to what we call scarcity. Choice has to be made to best allocate our limited resources. Therefore, the general or classic definition of economics is the study of the use of scarce resources that have alternative use. The economics discipline have 2 main streams. 1, microeconomics, and 2, macroeconomics. So microeconomics focuses on the individual parts of the economy, while macroeconomics is concerned with the economy as a whole. Let's look at the example of this. So an example of microeconomics, it's a market for a mobile phone. So this shows the quantity and price of mobile phones in a business. So it looks at the individual price of one individual good in one individual business. Whereas from a macroeconomic point of view, we'll be looking at general price of goods and services in general, or inflation as we call it. An example of macroeconomics is looking at the unemployment rate of South Africa over the years. For instance, this chart looks at the unemployment rate of South Africa from 1995 to 2019. So unemployment rate is a factor that affects the economy as a whole, and therefore it is a macroeconomic phenomenon. As economics, we also make use of theories and models. Or theories or models. In economics, we make use of theories or models to capture essential details for analyzing economic problems. In fact, we use theories and models to simplify reality. The application of theories and empirical findings are done so as to 1, explain how different things are related in the complex real economic world. 2, to predict what will happen in the future if something would change today. Number 3, we use theories and models to formulate and analyze decisions on economic policy. As economists, we also make use or work a lot with data. So we use data to compile, interpret, and present our findings. An example of data analysis is as follows. So this data and chart shows us the Western Cape poverty rate by area type. So according to the data, 60% of the poor people in the Western Cape live in the rural areas, whereas 25% live in the urban areas. And the overall poverty rate in the Western Cape is 38%. Now, the next step is to look at the reasons why you should study economics. Number 1, economics helps you understand the economic world better. So economics deals with everything that happens in our lives and around the world in general. 2, economics will help you understand your own consumption habits. As we said earlier, economics is about the allocation of resources or scarce resources. And in your decision making, you have to choose one thing over the other in every decision that you make. Number 3, economics help you put theories learned into practice. We've already seen how theories are put into use in the economic context. Number 4, with economics, you will learn various economic tools to analyze data. Specialized packages like eViews and Stata are mostly used in economics to analyze data. Lastly, economics will provide you with an excellent career prospect. So, because economics is a broad field, it avails a various number of job opportunities and career prospects. So let's look at some of these. As an economics, or rather with an economics degree, you can work as an economist in a private sector, for instance, for a company like Old Mutual. Or you can work as an economist in the public sector, work for institutions such as the South African Reserve Bank, the National Treasury, or even the Competition Commission. You can also work in economist magazines as a journalist, or become a researcher, where you will conduct research, prepare reports, or formulate plans to address economic problems. Alternatively, you can also be a lecturer, just like myself, or become a financial analyst, as an economics degree prepares you for this, or become a data analyst for institutions such as the Statistics South Africa, as well as work in the marketing and advertising field. If you enroll for economics at the University of Western Cape, these are the modules that you will cover at the undergraduate level. So in the first year, you will only do microeconomics and macroeconomics 1, and you will also do micro and macroeconomics, but at the second level, at the second year level. Also in the second year level, you will also cover mathematics, economics, and basic econometrics. At the final year level, you will also do microeconomics and macroeconomics again, and also do intermediate econometrics, public economics, international trade, and development economics. All right, so these are some of our department alumni, people who've graduated from the University of Western Cape, and the different fields they've decided to follow as their career prospect. For instance, Marsha Costin is the Deputy Director General at the Western Cape Department of the Premier. And Craig Lambeau is a Senior Economist at the Bureau of Economic Research in Stellenbosch, while Tina Fransman, who graduated a master's degree in 2017, is a PhD student in Stellenbosch University, whereas Francis Champarawasha is pursuing his PhD degree in Canada at the University of Alberta. All right. Thank you for listening, and hopefully we get to see you at UWC in the near future. Thank you.